to the Blue Line Metals Edge here for Monday, March 6th. I'm Philip Striebel, Chief Market Strategist at Blue Line Futures. If you haven't done so, check out our YouTube page here where we post all of our videos and all our latest content. Be sure to like and subscribe. Help us to build this channel out. We can see that we're already gaining subscribers on a week-to-week and a month-to-month basis, and before you know it, it's going to be at 10,000 subscribers. Now, looking at these markets here today, you do have a couple things, a lot of data coming out, a lot of odds and ends type data, but it could move some of these markets. So you start looking at like the currencies and everything. You go to the Australian dollar, you can see how it formed this head and shoulder pattern, and then now we've got this shelf sitting here. We're trapped below the 200-day moving average, and we're just holding the support level right around 67. Well, you go tonight, we're going to have the Reserve Bank of Australia. They are going to have another interest rate hike here. So it looks like they're set for another quarter basis point hike. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see how the currency plays out. And some of these other currencies are starting to lean one way or the other. You got the pound, it's pretty flat. Canadian dollar sideways. A little bit of volatility with some of the energy markets and some of the softs. But here's where it gets interesting. You got the euro currency starting to turn up. And if we get a breakout to the upside, I think that's going to be really good for gold. And you can see that the dollar index, that's starting to roll over. So you are getting a little bit of upward movement, a little bit more strength here. The gold market sitting right around unchanged, but it was up, $3, $4, $5, $10 here earlier today. Now it's backing off. This pocket support comes in right here between this recent low and the 200-day moving average, so we're going to want to keep an eye on that. Platinum's done really well. I wouldn't be too concerned about today's sell-off here. It's only down about $1. It was down about $12 early. It looked a little shaky. It set and it recovered. You got copper, kind of back and forth pattern. No telling what's going on in China over here. They do have some data coming out this week. They have they got CPI, they got PPI. That's coming out here later on, looks like Wednesday is when it's coming out. You also got a couple other things that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Fed Chairman Powell, he's going to speak. He testifies here for the Senate Banking Committee. Watch those. They are hilarious, especially when the Democrats really start grilling and laying into them. So it gets quite comical oftentimes. They just want to stand on their soapbox and their podium for about 30 seconds and let him have it. So getting into the other things, we do have, this is going to be the big one, the non-farm payroll, the employment report, and the unemployment rate here at the end of the week. If you get this stronger data, so last month 517, 224 is what they're expecting now. It was a big uptick. It sent the market into a tailspin when that came out because it's going to keep the Fed really raising rates because the labor market, although you got all these layoffs, it's really tight and there's a lot of competition for each individual job. So getting back to those markets here. So bonds not really doing anything. You've got a 10-year note, bonds not really doing anything. They turned up, they're holding this low, and they're cycling higher, but not sure if they're going to hold up too well. So we're going to have to see. Cotton's one that I'm watching. I am just waiting for this thing to break out or do something kind of wild here. Looking at the cocoa market, cocoa starting to turn right back up as well. Sugar, that's another one. Fresh 6-year highs on the sugar market. That was on Friday. Continuing to break out to the upside. Coffee rolling over. 200-day moving average. This is where your trend neutralizing area comes in. So we break through here. It'll go to neutral trend, and then it will break down. It'll go to bearish trend. So we got to keep an eye on that. Natural gas. This one's a total disaster today. It broke out to the upside on Friday, sucked a lot of people in. Last night it came out, started selling off here, and it was down about 10-15% early on. Right now it's down 14.29% as of this video. So, you got to be, remember there's a mini contract as well is what I'm trying to say. So beans turning up, crop report coming out this week. Corn, they're doing some exporting corn. Brazil is over to China, which is, it's not a normal thing. So that's what's weighing in on corn prices. And then the wheat, continue to talk about this Black Sea grain deal. Things like that. They're exporting more grain than what they've ever had. This is Ukraine, Russia. So, that market really sold off as well. Equities, continuing to push back higher. They held that 200-day moving average. The NASDAQ, that's another one, a nice strong bounce as well. The Dow has been the one that's, I think, has been one of the best ones, but, we'll see if that is just bouncing to another lower high. So that's about it in the markets. It feels like a quieter session, but there is some volatility in there. If you have any questions, give us a call, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss, may not be suitable to all investors. Good luck and good trading.